for March 2025, please, for Scorpio placements. All right, so you have back and forth in reverse. Okay, back and forth in reverse. Interesting. So with you guys, Scorpio, I feel like this is you gaining your bearings, okay? I do feel like you are experiencing some kind of shift right now, okay? So this could be something physical or even metaphysical, right? So it's like you're gaining your bearings, you're gaining your footing, and now energies are starting to stabilize, okay? Like I say, in this new environment, situation, whatever is changing or has recently changed for you, okay? So I do feel like now in the month of March, you're going to feel more present than you have been in a while, okay? Which is very good, okay? Being in the present moment, being in present energy, feeling like you're finding your equilibrium once again, even in a new situation, new energy, new circumstances. That's very positive, all right? Really good, Scorpio. So let's have a closer look at that for you guys. Yeah, look, literally as I say that, the star came out with the tower, okay? Tower energy is your energy, Scorpio, okay? So I'm telling you, like, this is like a spiritual breakthrough, okay? So there's something that's been illuminated to you, something possibly pertaining to, like I say, because remember what I said in the beginning, the physical or the metaphysical, right? So it could be like almost like intertwined, right? Like the significant breakdown and change of a physical situation has triggered some kind of spiritual breakthrough, awakening, awareness, right? So you've basically had like some kind of earth-shattering paradigm shift, okay, that has completely transformed the way you look at things, all right? So you may have gone through a major spiritual awakening, all right? If you haven't gone through that yet, you will in the month of March, okay? Because of what's already transpiring, okay? This energy is already in motion. So, you know, there is a huge shift taking place right now, okay? And so it's like, because your reality is shifting, your consciousness is shifted, right? It's like you're starting to gain your bearings with dealing and connecting with this energy, right? Sort of finding your new sense of equilibrium, your new normal, right? That's what it comes down to. So March is going to be all about discovering your new normal and getting firmly acquainted with that, which you are, which is awesome, okay? So tell me more about this for Scorpio placements. Yeah, Queen of Wands, okay? So you're going to feel quite empowered, quite inspired, also maybe quite excited, you know, to explore life from this lens, okay? Possibly to even like explore this new realm of possibility and reality that is opened up to you, especially when it could be pertaining to any creative pursuits, endeavors, forms of inspiration, creativity in terms of artistic expression, not just like the ideas, but also like actively putting those ideas into practice, you know, pen to paper, as it were, right? But like I say, also being open to streams of inspiration, right? And maybe even when it comes to your spiritual gifts, abilities, okay? Your connection with your spiritual self, your spirit, your soul, okay? Yeah, so there may be a lot that you start to uncover, discover, research, explore practically when it comes to that, okay? So for some of you guys, you are going to be developing your own sort of spiritual practices, rituals, whatever the case may be, right? Or your own sort of relationship with spirituality. So I feel like it's going to have like a tangible and metaphysical aspect to this, right? Yeah, because like I said, there is a breakthrough that has happened or is happening, right? On a spiritual level, but also something you can experience and see tangibly too. Wow, okay. There's a lot of metaphysical energy here. One more. Yeah, exactly. Ace of Pentacles. We talked about the tangibility, right? So honestly, this is a gift, right? So not only are you experiencing like a shift in your physical paradigm, right? In your reality, not only have you gone through some kind of significant spiritual breakthrough, awakening, shift in consciousness, but you may actually find, you may discover, yeah, thank you, with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well, that you have gained access to an ability that you didn't even know you had, right? So you may be ready to explore that in a deeper, more meaningful way, okay? Actually practice something that you have an innate gift for, okay? Developing that into some kind of craft or some kind of skill or service, right? Wow. Okay, interesting. So if you are interested in the spiritual arts, or like I say, developing your own personal relationship with your spiritual aspect, your soul, navigating your own journey, doing research around that, okay, applying the research, then yeah, I feel like March is definitely going to be a good time for you to do that, okay? Because this is being heightened, right? Yeah, and I definitely feel like there is some gift that you have, a spiritual gift, that you're going to become consciously aware of, and you're going to start practicing in some shape or form, okay? Yeah, and it may have something to do with healing, all right? It may be a form of healing arts, okay? Beautiful energy. Wow, Scorpio, what an amazing energy, okay? So let's get some parting advice for you. Yeah, look, see, solar plexus energy, radiant illumination. Yes. So it's a part of your self-discovery, self-realization journey, okay? That you have these gifts, you have these abilities. Like I say, you know, all human beings have gifts, have abilities, have extra senses, right? Extrasensory awareness. It's just what is more attuned with you, you know? And there's different ways in which you can connect with it, interact with it, and explore it. There's going to be certain of these senses or these abilities that are going to be heightened for you, whereas it's going to be others or something different for someone else, right? Depending on what you've exercised most, okay? And the way you're geared, everyone's different. So for you, this is a journey of self-discovery and discovering what do you have a natural knack for? What do you have a natural ability for, right? A tendency towards. So again, this is an energy of self-discovery. It's a very powerful moment in time, right? When you first start to really connect with these facets of self in that way, in such a deep and profound way, it's life-changing. I can tell you that now, okay? So if this is something that has been very close to your heart, if this is something that has been prominent for you as of late, you know, as a result of going through these spiritual awakenings, breakthroughs in consciousness, maybe after going through like a dark night of the soul, that type of thing, and now you're starting to realize that actually now, yes, you are more connected than you ever were when it comes to your spirituality, your soul, the cosmos, other people, that sort of thing. Yeah, now's a good time to really explore that, like I say, in a way that's meaningful and impactful for you, in a way that makes sense to you. Don't be afraid to do your research, okay? It's always good to do research. And like I say, especially if you are looking to explore or tap into certain gifts, abilities, and you want to actually practically invoke them or use them, okay? Always make sure you're clued up when it comes to how universal law works, okay? How things work karmically, okay? Because I always say you want to be acquainted with these things before maybe you dabble into things that could have some consequences, okay? It's not to dissuade you or tell you what to do. No, that's not what I'm here for. But I'm here to just guide and support and just encourage you to make sure that you are clued up before you get carried away, basically, you know? Because like I say, a lot of the time people just want to go straight into like, you know, these big and profound things, right? That they want to be able to do. On a spiritual level, but you have to start with the basics, you know, and it always starts first of all with being able to sit with oneself. You know, you have to start with the basics is what I always say, right? Especially if this is something new. So that would be my advice, you know, to make sure that you really get acquainted with the basics before you jump into like the heavy lifting, right? Because it's like power lifters. They don't start with the heaviest weights. They build up to that, right? It's that type of thing, okay? So that would just be my friendly advice, but you know where you're at on this journey anyway, right? Everyone's at different points on this journey, but if this is something new to you, then like I say, if you can hone in that level of discipline and become that acquainted with yourself, that opens the door to everything else, you know, everything else can follow. The last thing you want to do is just put yourself in a position you don't need to be in, you know? So I hope that does help, Scorpio.